Picture a fog-choked mountain pass at twilight, where jagged shadows twist like claws across ancient stones, and a guttural roar splits the silence, heralding a figure with horns piercing the mist, its eyes burning like molten iron, its grin promising torment eternal. Or stand in a 2025 Tokyo alley, neon lights flickering, where a shrine's shadow hums with an unseen presence, its air thick with dread, the pavement trembling under an invisible weight. This is the Oni, Japan's horned demon of punishment, a terror woven into the marrow of folklore, its wrath as ancient as the mountains, as alive as today's cities pulsing with secrets. Welcome, demonology seekers, to a bone-chilling descent into the abyss of the Oni's realm. The Kojiki, 712 CE, names these horned fiends as punishers of the damned, their iron clubs smashing souls, their snarls echoing through Yomi's underworld. From Japan's haunted groves to modern urban legends, the Oni's gaze pierces the veil, demanding fear, obedience, or blood. The Goetia, c. 16th century, echoes their malice, akin to hell's marquises like Amon, yet the Oni's horns, red and blue hides, and unrelenting fury are uniquely Japan's, their sigils carved in stone and shadow. In 2025, their presence lingers in shrines, art, and whispered tales, binding humanity to their wrath. Their roars a warning to the wicked. Stick around as we tear open the veil to unveil the horned demon of punishment. Who is the Oni? This is the horned demon of punishment. Who is the Oni? Comment below. What Oni shadow have you felt in your world? In 8th century Japan, under a moonless sky black as despair, villagers whispered of Oni descending from mist-shrouded mountains, their horns gleaming like blades, their iron clubs crushing the wicked. Per the Nihon Shoki, 720 CE. These weren't mere spirits, they were divine enforcers, born from the god's wrath, as the Kojiki recounts, tasked with punishing sinners, their roars shaking the earth, their shadows swallowing light. A 9th century Heian tale tells of an Oni devouring a corrupt monk, his temple collapsing under winds that howled with demonic glee, its stones scarred with claw marks, the air thick with sulphur's stench. The Goetia lists demons like Amon, whose power mirrors the Oni's, their sigils binding souls to torment, per the Key of Solomon, c. 14th century. In 7th century Yamato, a warlord's betrayal drew an Oni's wrath, his fortress burned by flames that danced without fuel, per oral traditions, its ruins whispering of betrayal, their ashes swirling like spirits. A 10th century Nara tale recounts an Oni punishing a thief, his village swallowed by fog, its people plagued by nightmares of horned shadows, their crops wilting under cursed skies. The Enuma Elish, c. 1800 BCE, parallels Oni with chaos gods like Tiamat, demanding sacrifice, their wrath a mirror of divine justice. Fast forward to 2025, the Oni's legacy endures in Japan's shrines, festivals, and urban myths, their presence chilling the soul. In Tokyo, a 2024 rumor speaks of an Oni haunting a subway tunnel, its eyes glowing in the dark, commuters vanishing, their belongings scorched. In Kyoto, shrine carvings pulse with Oni sigils. In Osaka, festival masks hide their snarling grins. Demonology fans, you feel it, the air thickens near these places, their shadows heavier than stone, their gaze watching from the dark, their horns piercing the veil of modernity. Today, we'll trace the Oni's terror through 5 realms, their ancient origins, where gods birthed their wrath, historical tales, where their punishment raised empires, their role in culture and religion, shaping Japan's soul, modern manifestations, haunting 2025 cities, and their psychological and societal impact, chaining humanity to their will. What Oni tale chills you most? Let's plunge into their abyss. Oni origins, birth of the horned demon. For demonology buffs, the Oni's origins lie in Japan's ancient myths, their horns and iron clubs, symbols of divine punishment, their fury a warning to the wicked, their presence a shadow that chills the soul. The Kojiki, 712 CE, describes Oni as spawn of Izanami, goddess of death, birthed in Yomi's underworld, their roars shaking the cosmos like a storm of shattered stars. Their red and blue hides marking them as enforcers of divine order, per Nihon Shoki, 720 CE. These horned fiends, with eyes like burning coals, were not mere creatures but agents of the god's wrath, their iron clubs forged to crush the guilty, their snarls a hymn of torment echoing through the ages. A 6th century Yamato tale tells of an Oni punishing a thief, his village consumed by flames that left no smoke, its ashes swirling like spirits in a cursed dance, per shrine records, the ground trembling with the screams of the damned, the air heavy with their despair. In 7th century Nara, an Oni's rampage razed a corrupt noble's estate, per chronicles, its stones scarred with claw scratches that seemed to bleed under moonlight, the air thick with a despair that choked the breath, its wells dry as if cursed by the god's scorn. The Goetia, c. 16th century, compares Oni to demons like Baal, their sigils binding power to torment, their eyes burning with hell's fire, searing the souls of the wicked. A 5th century tale recounts an Oni devouring a liar, his field scorched by unseen flames that danced with malice, his screams echoing in the void, per oral traditions, the earth itself recoiling from his deceit. In 8th century Tohoku, a chieftain's greed drew an Oni's wrath, his stronghold collapsing under a sky, black as despair, its beams marked by claw-like gashes, the wind hissing with betrayal, carrying whispers of divine retribution. A 9th century Kyushu tale tells of an Oni punishing a traitor, his village swallowed by fog, so thick it smothered hope, its people plagued by visions of horned shadows that stalked their dreams, their crops wilting under starless skies, per shrine lore. Oni weren't mere monsters, they were divine retribution, their horns symbols of the god's anger, their clubs smashing hubris with unrelenting force, their presence a warning etched in the bones of the earth. The Vishnu Purana, c. 4th century CE, echoes this with Rakshasa demons, their claws tearing the wicked, their wrath a mirror of the Oni's justice, their hunger for punishment as insatiable as the underworld's depths. In 2025, this legacy lingers in Japan's sacred spaces, where shrine carvings of horned faces glare with eyes that seem to follow, their stone mouths frozen in snarls that hum with ancient fury. In Tokyo's neon-lit alleys, urban myths whisper of Oni shadows haunting the unwary, their roars faintly echoing in the city's pulse, their claws scratching at the edges of reality. From Kyoto's ancient temples to Osaka's modern streets, the Oni's origins endure, their wrath a chilling reminder. Defy the gods, and the horned demon's justice awaits, its horns piercing the soul, its club poised to strike. Demonology fans, which Oni origin tale chills you most, Yamato's flames or Tohoku's gashes? The Oni's wrath burns eternal, and its gaze never falters. Historical Oni tales, punishment through time. Through history, Oni tales chilled Japan, their punishment sparing no one, their wrath a shadow over empires, their horns a curse etched in the bones of the guilty. In 10th century Heian, a samurai betrayed his lord, only for an Oni to crush his castle, per Konjaku Monogatari, 1120. Its beams scarred with claw marks that bled ash under starless skies, winds howling with demonic fury, the air thick with sulphur's stench that choked the breath. The ground trembled as if the earth itself recoiled, the castle's ruins a testament to the Oni's unrelenting justice. A 12th century Kyoto tale tells of an Oni haunting a corrupt priest, his temple collapsing in a storm of unholy wrath, its altars glowing with a sickly light that pulsed like a dying heart, its stones weeping ash as if mourning the priest's sins, the silence afterward heavy with dread. The Key of Solomon, c. 14th century, warns of demons like Astaroth, whose malice mirrors the Oni's, their sigils etched in blood, binding souls to torment, their gaze searing the wicked. In 13th century Kamakura, a warlord's greed drew an Oni's wrath, his fortress burned by flames that left no smoke, per chronicles, its ruins whispering of torment, its fields scorched by unseen fires that danced with malice, the air humming with the Oni's cruel laughter. A 14th century Edo tale recounts an Oni punishing a thief, his village swallowed by fog so dense it smothered hope, its people plagued by nightmares of horned shadows that stalked their dreams, their wells dry as if cursed by divine scorn, the ground cracked and barren. In 9th century Tohoku, a chieftain's betrayal sparked an Oni's rampage, his fields scorched by flames that burned without fuel. Per oral traditions, the air heavy with ash that clung to the lungs, the ground trembling with screams that echoed through the ages. An 11th century Osaka tale tells of an Oni devouring a merchant's kin, his storehouse collapsing under a sky black as despair, its beams marked by claw scratches that seemed to pulse with unholy life. Per shrine records, the wreckage, a warning to the greedy. In 15th century Shikoku, an Oni punished a corrupt governor, his palace razed by flames that danced with demonic glee. Per chronicles, its ruins humming with whispers that chilled the soul, the stones scarred as if clawed by unseen hands. These tales, rooted in fear, shaped Japan's moral code. The Oni's Iron Club, a reminder of divine justice, their horns a warning to the wicked, their wrath a chain binding the guilty to their fate. The Oni were not mere legends, they were the gods' enforcers, their punishment a mirror of humanity's sins, their roars a call to repentance. In 2025, these stories echo in urban legends, from Tokyo's haunted shrines, where carvings of horned faces glare with eyes that seem to follow, to Osaka's cursed alleys, where shadows twist like claws under neon light. The Oni's gaze still watches, their punishment eternal, their wrath a specter haunting Japan's cities, from Kyoto's ancient temples to Fukuoka's modern streets, where the air thickens with their presence. A chilling reminder: betray, steal, or covet, and the Oni's Iron Club will find you. Demonology fans, which historical Oni tale chills you most? Heian's crushed castle, or Shikoku's flaming ruins? The Oni's wrath burns eternal, and its horns never sleep. Oni in culture and religion, shaping Japan's soul. The Oni's role in Japanese culture and religion is profound, their image woven into the fabric of festivals, art, and Shinto Buddhist rites, their horns a symbol of terror and justice, their presence a shadow that chills the soul. At Setsubun, per Nihon Shoki, 720 CE, beans are thrown to banish Oni, their red and blue faces carved into masks that snarl with frozen fury, their roars silenced by sacred chants. Yet their presence lingers like a cold breath in the air, haunting the faithful. In Kyoto's Gion festival, Oni masks glare from floats, their eyes chilling crowds with a gaze that pierces the heart, their horns gleaming under lantern light, casting shadows that twist like claws across ancient streets, the air heavy with their unspoken wrath. A 15th century Shinto tale, echoing Kojiki, 712 CE, tells of an Oni sealed in a shrine, its sigils carved in stone, their jagged lines pulsing with unholy power, its wrath contained but never gone, its shadow haunting worshippers who feel its gaze in their dreams, the shrine's silence thick with dread. In no theater, per 14th century records, Oni characters stalk stages, their masks snarling with bared teeth, embodying divine wrath, their movements a dance of torment that freezes the blood, the stage trembling as if the earth fears their steps. A 16th century Buddhist tale recounts a monk banishing an Oni with sutras, its roars silenced, yet its shadow lingered in the temple's gloom. Per chronicles, the candles flickering as if stirred by its unseen breath, the walls whispering of its return. The Goetia, c. 16th century, parallels Oni with demons like Mammon, whose greed they punish, their iron clubs smashing hubris with unrelenting force, their horns a warning to the corrupt. In 17th century Edo, an Oni's image was carved into a bridge, per oral traditions, its burning gaze warding off evil but chilling passers-by, its stone eyes glinting under moonlight as if alive, the river below hissing with unease. A 13th century Kyushu tale tells of an Oni's sigil carved into a shrine, its power sealing a traitor's fate, his village lost to fog so dense it smothered hope, its people plagued by visions of horned shadows that stalked their nightmares, their fields barren under cursed skies. In 2025, Oni imagery thrives, binding Japan to their terror. Tokyo's anime conventions feature horned costumes, their wearers unwittingly channeling the Oni's wrath, their masks snarling under neon lights. Osaka's shrines bear carvings of Oni faces, their eyes seeming to follow worshippers, the stone pulsing with ancient fury. Fukuoka's festivals parade Oni masks, their horns gleaming, chilling crowds with their weight, the air thick with their presence. These cultural threads, from Setsubun's bean throwing to nose-haunting dances, weave the Oni into Japan's soul. Their horns a warning to the wicked, their legacy a chain linking past to present, their wrath a reminder of divine justice. In 2025, from Kyoto's lantern-lit streets to Tokyo's crowded conventions, the Oni's shadow endures, their sigils carved in stone and spirit, their roars echoing in the silence of sacred spaces. Demonology fans, which Oni ritual chills you most? Setsubun's banishment or No's dance of torment? The Oni's horns pierce the veil, and their wrath never fades. Modern Oni manifestations, 2025's hidden horns. In 2025, Oni haunt Japan's urban landscape, their presence whispered in rumors and shadows, their wrath as alive as ever, their horns piercing the veil of modernity with unrelenting terror. In Tokyo, a 2024 urban legend tells of an Oni lurking in a subway tunnel, its eyes glowing like molten iron in the dark, linked to missing commuters whose belongings lie scorched by unseen flames, the air thick with dread that chokes the breath, the tunnel's walls trembling as if the earth fears its steps. A 2024 Osaka rumor speaks of a tech firm's server room, its walls etched with Oni sigils echoing Key of Solomon, c. 14th century, sparking unnatural fires that dance with malice. Its engineers vanished, their terminals scarred with claw marks that seem to pulse with unholy life, the silence heavy with their absence. In Kyoto, a 2025 shrine's carvings hum with demonic energy, their horned faces glaring with eyes that seem to follow, chilling visitors whose dreams are plagued by horned shadows that stalk the night, their footsteps echoing in empty halls as if the Oni pace beside them. In Hokkaido, a 2024 tale recounts an Oni haunting a factory, its machines failing with screeches like tormented screams, workers vanishing, their tools marked by claw scratches that bleed ash under fluorescent lights, the air heavy with ash that clings to the lungs. A 13th century Ainu tale parallels this, describing an Oni punishing greed, its roars shaking villages, their crops wilting under cursed skies, the ground trembling with divine wrath. A warning that echoes in Hokkaido's cursed factories. In 2025 Fukuoka, a corporate building's facade, etched with spiral sigils, sparks rumors of Oni rites, its shadow unnerving crowds, its lights flickering like eyes that watch from the void, the air thick with an oppressive gloom that stifles hope. A 2024 Sendai rumor tells of an Oni haunting a construction site, its sigils carved in concrete, glowing faintly under moonlight, linked to missing workers whose screams echo in the night, their tools scorched as if kissed by infernal flames. In 2025 Yokohama, a shrine's horned statue, its eyes glinting with unholy light, is tied to 2024 tales of vanished priests, its altars glowing with a sickly radiance that chills worshippers, the stone seeming to hum with the Oni's wrath. These modern manifestations, from Tokyo's neon-lit alleys to Hokkaido's cursed factories, prove the Oni's wrath endures, their horns piercing 2025's veil, their iron clubs poised to strike the guilty. The powerless workers, commuters, dreamers become their prey, their suffering a tithe to divine justice, their lives claimed by the Oni's unrelenting hunger. In Tokyo's crowded subways, commuters whisper of shadows that move against the light. In Osaka's tech hubs, engineers avoid darkened server rooms. In Kyoto's ancient shrines, visitors feel an unseen gaze. The Key of Solomon warns of demons binding souls to torment, and in 2025, the Oni's sigil spirals, claws, ice lurk in Japan's cities, their wrath a chain linking past to present, their roars a reminder of divine retribution. From Fukuoka's towering facades to Sendai's haunted sites, the Oni's presence chills the soul, their punishment eternal. Demonology fans, which 2025 Oni tale chills you most? Tokyo's subway shadows or Yokohama's glowing altars? The Oni's wrath burns, and its horns never sleep. Psychological and societal impact. The Oni's terror scars Japan's psyche, sowing dread in 2025. Their horns a shadow over the mind. Urban legends of Oni hauntings fuel paranoia, from Tokyo's subways to Kyoto's shrines. Per Goetia, warnings of demonic fear twisting souls. Workers avoid cursed buildings, their dreams plagued by horned figures, their sleep broken by roars. A 2024 Tokyo rumor links an Oni to corporate layoffs, workers crushed by unseen forces, their livelihoods burned in its wrath. In 15th century Edo, an Oni's curse silenced a village. Per chronicles, its people fearing shadows, their wells dry. In 2025, Osaka, festival-goers whisper of Oni masks moving, their eyes glinting with unnatural light, chilling crowds. In 2025 Hokkaido, factory workers shun night shifts, fearing Oni hauntings, their minds frayed by tales of scorched tools. A 14th century Ainu tale recounts an Oni's wrath, its village plagued by nightmares, mirroring 2025's dread. These tales erode trust, communities fractured by fear, their lives the Oni's offering, their dread its fuel. In 2025 Tokyo, subway riders avoid certain tunnels. Per 2024 rumors, their fear a chain to the Oni's will. The Oni's legacy, from ancient myths to modern paranoia, binds Japan to its terror. Their horns a reminder, the god's justice never sleeps, and the wicked pay in screams. Why do Oni still haunt us? From the Kojiki's divine wrath, where Izanami birthed their horns, to 2025's urban shadows, their clubs, sigils, and burning eyes bind Japan to their punishment. In Tokyo's neon glow, Kyoto's haunted shrines, or Osaka's cursed alleys, their gaze watches, their roars echo through time. The Nihon Shoki warned of their wrath, yet their terror thrives, from ancient groves to modern cities. Demonology fans, what Oni shadow have you sensed horns, eyes, or claws in your world? Comment below, subscribe, and stay vigilant. The Oni's wrath never sleeps, its iron club poised to strike.